Hi everybody, Pat Flynn here from Simply Kaizen. Today we're going a little bit beyond our normal 2-minute video. We're going to be going up to a whopping 5 minutes. But if you're a practice principal, an ops manager, or other kind of decision maker in an advice practice, I reckon this is probably going to save you a couple of hours a month. So great ROI for your next 4 and a bit minutes. Today we're going to be diving deep into a particular type of decision making. In particular, that's going to be decisions that have a big impact, decisions that are complex and have moving parts. Most commonly for advice practices, I see this for technology and licensees and licensee services, where things are changing all the time, they're complex, and a good or a bad decision definitely has a very significant impact on a business. Now, what happens all too often, really common, even with really good practitioners, is you'll get pinged by a BDM, you'll be at an event and you'll see something, somebody will approach you for something, or a team member will suggest something. And these things might be really cool. And you've got a growth mindset, you've got an openness to change, you've got a continuous improvement mindset, which is really healthy, but you're getting all of these little pings and you're saying, yeah, sure, I'll take the time. I'll sit through a demo, I'll have a meeting, I'll take a squiz on that one afternoon, one day. And all of that individually seems fine. However, that creates 3 systemic problems. One is, it's just a distraction for starters. It just sucks up time. Secondly, it creates uncertainty, and this is a really big factor. If your licensee comes to you with a really cool service, but you're meeting with a BDM next week, even though that might be a long shot, it is really hard to say, yes, I'm going to take that and I'm going to leverage it into my business for everything that it's worth, because you've got even one toe out the door. It's even worse for your technology. It's really hard to invest the effort in maximizing the benefits of your technology if you're thinking about changing all the time. Thirdly, it does just lead to bad decisions. So when you're externally driven as opposed to internally driven, then you're going to be considering products or weighted or biased towards products that have the best sales team or the best marketing or the best website. You're also going to be comparing what's being pitched to you versus what you have, more likely than what you should be doing, which is what you have, versus the market. And then lastly, it's the timing. You start these balls rolling and then you feel like you're committed, and these things are always moving feast, so the decision might even be a different one in a year and a half's time. So you're doing things based on external timings as opposed to your timings. So what's the solution? The solution is have a structure. Have a clear structure for when you periodically consider your technology, your licensee, or whatever it might be. Funnily enough, you actually do this organically if you're on a lease at the moment, where you periodically consider if you're in the best place physically. But if you're doing this for your technology or your licensee, you don't feel like you've got those boundaries, but it's actually a really healthy process. You get to pick the timing. It can be January or November. Both, I think, are really good timings. January is great because you've got a bit of free time. November is also great because if you do want to make a decision, you've got January to implement it. But whatever it happens to be, have a structure. Benefits are, you're not distracted. You're going to be making the right decisions when you do make them. And then when you do make those decisions, you've got certainty that we're sticking to them for this long. It means whenever somebody's pitching at you or whenever a team member has a suggestion that might actually be great, you say, look, unless this is going to be revolutionary, unless this is really solid and absolutely a no-brainer game changer, I'm not looking at this until that time. So we've added you to the shortlist. We'll reach out if we like what you've got to offer or what you've suggested at that time. This is the sort of stuff that can be really game-changing for improving your business over time. I hope that's helped. If that's something that you'd like some help with, then we're around. You can check us out at patrickflynn.info, and we help with this sort of stuff all the time. November's coming up, and it is a really good time to think about major changes in lieu of being able to implement those in January. So give us a hoy. You can hit us up for a virtual coffee on patrickflynn.info. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video and added some value and you get that bit of extra time back into your month. Cheers.